Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, Vince, if you want to get out your phone and so we can have some kind of like specs to read off of, look up the 2015 WRX STI and the 2015 WRX.
Okay.
I'm wanting to try to decide, and I'm hoping that some Subaru owners, maybe with the FA20 and the EJ25 owners, will chime in on this video and help me out a little bit, because I'm trying to figure out if I want to buy an STI or a WRX. Okay? And first I'm going to be going for a drive, and we've made these videos before, and I actually got the good camera set up, so hopefully it looks better than the GoPro did. But obviously it's not going to right this second because I'm in the sun. But I've been doing a lot of research, Vince, on my dream car that I'm wanting to get. I'm driving a Genesis Coupe 3.8 R spec, and I'm wanting to get rid of it. And my dream car I've been wanting for a really long time is an STI. But the reliability, the research that I've been looking up, the reliability of an EJ is like really poor, and they get ring lamp failure once you start modding them. And I know that the car person that I am, I know that I'm going to be modifying my car, and big speed bump. I know that I'm going to be modifying my car, and I don't want to always be thinking that my car is going to blow up. Okay. With the FA20 and the WRX, it's a lot more reliable. It gets better gas mileage. The car is cheaper. It's more refined. When you go and think about in 2020, most likely they're going to be putting the FA20 in the new STI. But if they're going to do that, then why not just go ahead and just buy a WRX? Because it's going to have the exact same engine in it anyways.
Right.
You know, and, hold on. For the exact same amount of money, or not the exact same amount of money, it's cheaper to modify the FA20 than it is the EJ. And it's cheaper for the parts for the FA to say, let's say stage 2, okay? Because I know right when if I did get a WRX, right off the bat, I know the car is going to be super slow. But I'm looking, once I get stage 2, stage 3, you know, if I went E85, I'd be stage 3. Stage 2, you know, I'd be roughly 300, right around 310 wheel horsepower, probably 320 wheel torque. So that's better than what I'm going to be in right now, for right around $2,200–$2,300. Okay, if I did
for all the mods,
yeah, that's just the power mods.
Right.
If I did those exact same mods on the EJ, I think if they barely hit 300 horsepower, they might be under 300 horsepower on an EJ for the exact same mods. But it's more expensive for the EJ.
More expensive to make less power.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I don't want to go and say that the STI or the WRX is a better car, because it's not. The STI is definitely a better car. You know, you get Brembo brakes, you get the better transmission, you get the better interior, you get what else is better on it? You get the wing, I guess. But I mean, like, I can always
the diff controller too.
Yeah, and the DCCD, and you don't get that on the WRX. I understand that. And the steering and the suspension, everything about the STI is better than the WRX. But the thing is, I daily drive my cars, and am I really going to benefit of having those things in an STI? Whereas the WRX, I think I'd be just as comfortable driving that, and it gets better gas mileage. The WRX, man, they get like 35 miles to the gallon.
And now they're saying WRX is 21 city. highway, but the STI gets 17 city, 23 highway.
Okay, so let's just say combined. Well, like I've been doing some reviews, like research, and some people are getting mid-30s in a WRX on a highway. Okay, I don't know how fast they're going. They might be doing 60,
right?
You know, in 6th gear,
and not ever getting off the highway,
right? And then they might get in that mid-30s.
Yeah, I can see that then.
But I drive a lot of city and a lot of highway. It's combined. So I think I would probably average 17 miles to the gallon in the STI, and I'd probably average 26 in the WRX. All right, so I'd get better gas mileage.
Right.
On top of that. But this is where I want you guys to like chime in. Which would be better for me? I don't go to the track, so like say autocross. So that's really what the STI is made for, and
it'll never be used for that if you had it.
Right.
Well, we say that, but we've never really had cars that we wanted to really autocross. If you did get an STI, you might decide you want to get an autocross. You never know. But the thing is finding where we're going to do that.
Yeah, we don't have autocross around here. You know, we're from Indiana. We don't have autocross tracks. So, would I actually benefit from having an STI over a WRX? I don't think I would. And the amount for a WRX to an STI, they're like $6,000 cheaper.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a big price difference.
That's going to be a less payment on a car because I would finance it, and the maintenance on an EJ is insane. To own that car, you have to put all kinds of money in just a maintenance, whereas the FA, I don't know, like
you don't have to worry about those for the most part.
Yeah, I guess.
It doesn't seem like Dustin really ever has regular maintenance issues.
Yep. But I think the only thing that I've actually heard about the FA, once you get over 350, 360 torque, that's where you're going to start worrying about your engine, because they have smaller piston rods. So
can't handle as much power.
Yeah. Whereas the STI has that, but the STI has ring lamp failure, and that's what scares me, because it's like everybody that I've actually looked up on YouTube and Naziak, the forums, and they're all saying that you just never know with the EJ. Like, you can be sitting at an idle, not even on it at all. Once you start modifying an EJ, it can blow up at any time. Yeah, I don't understand why. You know, I mean, I understand why. I know what ring lamp failure is, but why does it happen so often? You would think that Subaru, after all of these years running the exact same engine and everybody has the exact same problems, that they wouldn't fix it.
Right. I wonder if it has to do with, is a FA20 a boxer engine too?
Yep.
And it don't have any problems?
Nope.
Because the only thing I could think of is just the bottom of the pistons at all times are having the most wear on them, because they're riding against the bottom cylinder walls, because the pistons go side to side, so the bottom of them are constantly, you know what I mean, dragging on the bottom of the actual piston sleeve.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. So, you know, I think that's what's also, like, it doesn't even say that on there, but the new FA, it's got a new twin scroll turbo, so it has like 0 turbo lag, and it gets all of its fucking torque at 1500 RPM, whereas the EJ, it doesn't get all of its power until like 5000 RPM.
Right.
So, but the FA, like, it'll fall on its face after like 4500, 5000 RPM until you go stage 2 and get a tune. Once you do that, it starts wrapping out and it has full power all the way to redline.
Right.
Okay. So I think that's what's really great. So you're gonna have all the torque right up front. So it's gonna feel a lot faster from the get-go and all the way to redline. Whereas STI, it's gonna have
don't even wake
no
up
power,
until
no
like
power, no power, and then boom. like it's gonna throw you back in your seat. That's fun and all, but I think for what I do, I don't know. I feel like I'm still leaning toward the STI, no, the WRX.
Oh well, yeah, definitely, because
You know,
I mean,
the cons toward the fucking STI are so much higher than the FA. I wish, this is where I wish that in 2015 they made the STI and the WRX both had FAs, because then I wouldn't have it. I'd just get the STI,
right.
because I want everything that comes with the STI
except for the motor.
except the motor. Everything, because everything is so much better.
Right.
It's just, I wish if I could just get an STI and then just swap the FA in it.
Right. You'll have, but it'll be slower, but you'll have everything else about it.
Wait,
the FA is a 2 liter, and
it'll be slower at first.
and it's a smaller motor. It's a 2 liter versus 2.5.
Yeah, but it'll be slower at first until I get stage 2, and then they're faster than STIs.
Yeah. Right.
So, and Evos.
Right. Yeah, and the STI's curb weight's pretty much the same. It looks like it is maybe 100 pounds heavier. It's still 3,300 pounds, but it's 3386 miles per gallon, 17 city, 23 highway. But the curb weight is 100 pounds heavier. It's 3,400. Power, it's 305 crank horsepower, but it's at 6,000 RPM. And you don't get your max torque, 290 foot-pounds, until 4,000 RPM.
Right. So, like, you're going to be driving a Corolla until you're actually, like, unless you're on the gas for a minute.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a lot of power lag.
Yeah. So that's where I'm seeing, like, I'm almost leaning more toward
It would be.
WRX.
It's the better choice. It's less money.
I think the only thing that I'm really, like...
You're going to miss a Subi rumble. That's something you're not going to like.
Right. But I've been looking up a lot of exhaust, turbo back exhaust, and say, like, nameless. I don't think I'm going to go nameless, full catless, and muffler. Like, they sound really good, but they're so fucking loud.
Right.
And I think I'm going to do more like an NVIDIA which is still pretty much, it's straight piped all the way back.
NVIDIA's what Dustin
catless,
has,
everything. I don't know.
I think he was saying that today because he's going to get that same one on his Evo he just got in NVIDIA.
I don't know. But still go like catless downpipe and everything. Get the big turbo noises, turbo spools, and blow-offs and everything. But have the exhaust I'm looking at has 4 little mufflers. Like each tip,
cool.
Each tip has a muffler. So I think that that would tone it down just a little bit. Because I mean, I get up, you know, and I start my car at about 4:45 a.m. You know, and I live in a cul-de-sac. I have neighbors, and
they're gonna hear you every morning.
One of my neighbors bitch at me now for this.
Do they?
Yeah. And I have a muffler, and it's not as loud as a fucking straight pipe WRX.
No.
So, like, that's the thing too. I think I don't really see me needing all of those extra little bells and whistles. Like the transmission, I have heard that it's a little sloppy, but it's an easy fix. You can do a short throw and a pair and short shifter stop. So like first and second, you can, like, the gates are really, really wide, and you can put a shifter stop in it that closes that gate up.
Right.
And you can do a short throw. I've seen that it is a bitch to change out, but it's, I don't know, I guess it's 10 times worth it. It's just like with this, like, it was a bitch to change out, but it was so worth it.
In the end, oh yeah.
So that's an easy fix for the FA, or for the WRX, over the STI, where you don't have to do anything to. You don't get all the diff controls, but when am I really ever going to be using them?
You're only going to use the diff controller in the winter.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Like, if I'm playing around and I want to put the power to the back, you know?
It'll be the only time.
The only time. So I don't really see me really needing that. It'd be cool to have, but I don't really see me needing it. I lose the spoiler, the big spoiler, so I wouldn't be in the big wing gang. But I think if I just did, like, a nice duckbill spoiler, like a big
that looks so good.
it'd be, like, super clean and sleek.
It would.
So fuck the big wing, even though it looks good. And I mean, if I needed to, if I just said fuck it, I could always do like a trunk swap with an STI if somebody wanted to do that with me, and that happens.
Yep.
You know. And I've been like researching that, like how much hate do people actually get when they actually put an STI wing on a WRX? They get some, but there is actually a lot more compliments than there are hate. So that part is no biggie. The EJ and the STI, the STI definitely has better stock wheels. The FA or the WRX, their wheels are ugly as fuck, but I mean, I'll put wheels on it eventually anyway, so
right.
Who cares? The power is, the power is gonna suck at first. It's gonna be super slow, but I'm talking once I go stage 2, stage 3, that's my goal with it. So I'm not even caring about the power at first. So I don't even, whatever. Alrighty guys, so yeah, pretty much like you're saying, you think I should do WRX over STI?
I mean, it's a logical decision. Best bang for your buck, more reliable engine. It looks exactly the same. And the features you're losing by not getting an STI aren't features you're going to really notice. Because you're not really going to use them.
Right.
Or at least not very often you won't. There'll be more play features than realistic driving features.
Yeah, I think it's more like the nostalgia thing of owning an STI. You're just like, oh god, dude, I fucking finally own an STI.
Right.
But
it'd be nice if we could get both fans to comment on the video, like WRX owners and STI owners,
right? And
let you know the actual pros and cons that they've seen.
Yeah, I mean, like all the research and stuff that I've been doing has been like, go WRX, don't go STI, unless you're like actually gonna be tracking it. It's not really not worth it. So yeah, guys, I think I'm more leaning toward the WRX, but I don't know. Leave some comments below. Tell me what you guys think. If you guys like the video, man, hit that thumbs up button. Vince, thanks for riding along and giving your input and stuff too. Until next time, guys.